I was sitting here thinking right now, what came into my mind right now was I never ever thought that I would be as vocal as I am today. Because when I was younger, I was very, very quiet. I didn't say much, I just watched. And you know what? I honestly, up in my years, was the same way. I just sit back and I watch. Only when I feel something truly, truly, truly deep within me do I speak up, do I say something. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow, I never thought that God would use me like this to speak up and use my voice and be vocal. But I also didn't know all the stuff that I went through would be a part of my history in my life. And when you go through things, them things change you. They change you. They make you a different person. And honestly, if you don't connect with God, those things can change you for the worse. But when you are with God, they will change you for the better, because God will take what the devil means for bad and turn it around for good. And so even all the bad that I went through in my life, God took it and turned it around for my good. And it's just so amazing how I'm just thinking like, wow, Lord, you've opened my eyes to so much, but you've also allowed me to speak up and not just be someone who just goes with the flow. Because that's how I used to be. I used to just go with the flow. If it ain't bothering me and if it ain't affecting me directly, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to say about it. I ain't got no involvement with it. But there are a lot of things that are happening right now that may not involve us directly, but they do involve us directly. Because we live in a place, wherever you are, you live in a neighborhood, you live in a city, you live in a town, you live in a state, you live in a country. Everything about where you are, dwindling down from the big to the small, from the small to the big, affects you directly, whether you realize it, know about it or not. But what kind of person are you going to be? Are you going to be the kind of person that just lays down and lets anything happen? Or are you going to be the type of person that stands up, that speaks up for what is right? Because honestly, if good people don't speak up, if the righteous people don't speak up, wicked, evil will take over. And I'm learning that more and more. And when you start seeing things, you got to get active. You have to. Because if you don't, things won't change. They won't change for the better. They'll change for the worse. And so I was just sitting here thinking like, wow, Lord, I never thought that this is what I would be doing, that this would be my life, that I would be speaking up and sharing things the way that I share them. And then the Lord speaking to me and downloading things in me to share with the world. I never knew it. I never knew it. I really honestly thought that I would be a singer, that I would be singing. Wow.